Alrighty, volume check. We're going to go ahead and get started. If you guys could grab a seat. Welcome, everybody. Go ahead and grab a seat. Alrighty, it's that time. Just a quick housekeeping. If everybody would silence their cell phones, we're going to get started. Thanks for coming out. It's a great turnout every year. This keeps growing and growing. This is amazing compared to even last year. So thanks for coming out. And just looking around, we've got all of the trades. Every division is here. We've got owners, reps, design team, risk managers, safety managers. So this is vendors, so this is great. Really appreciate it. Big thanks to our owners reps. We've got, I see Sam Manuel, Agua Caliente, and others. And also all the, we've got a lot of safety managers, a lot of project managers, superintendents, including the field, so this is great. And Jeff, will you introduce our vendors and our exhibitors?
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's start in the back. We'll start right off the bat with Oar Safety. Thank you very much. Sun State, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Liberty Mutual, there they are on the back over there. Thank you very much. KHS&S, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Raymond Group, saw them over here. We've got Guy Yoakum. I didn't see you earlier. Guy Yoakum, thank you very much. Appreciate it. GD Heil. Berg, thank you very much over there. We also have Waxy. There they are over there. There you are. See you. On-site health and safety, thank you very much. Concentra, appreciate it very much. Thank you. We also have Pan Pacific, United Rentals, and we have San Manuel Fire Department. Vince, how you doing? And Pinta Precon team over here. Look at them all. And then we have American Society. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. The other one I like to is our executive committee, or executive. Pinta's executive people are here. We'll start with Mark Briggs, our CFO. And then we have Jeff Errett, our CEO. We have Joe Wallace, Vice President of Operations. We have Glenn Maxwell, Vice President of Precon. We have John Canito, our President. And last but least, the guy that forgot to cook enough bread for our sandwiches, our Corporate Safety Director, Rod Weber. I told you it was going to be 600. You thought 5 was enough. That's what happens when you sleep in. Okay, and now I'd like to introduce. I got some raffles to do. So we're gonna do a couple of raffles before we get started. Before I introduce our next speaker. So Rod, on these, who's gonna pick this? Can we get someone to come up and pick it out for us? Okay. So any volunteers? I'm gonna pick one. There we go. Thank you, John. So the first thing we're going to give away is this throwback red Coleman ice chest. And anybody young enough to remember when these were around is going to want this one real bad.
Alrighty.
Okay, so it came from Sun State Rentals. Thank you very much, Brooks.
389-1501.
Got 2 more seconds and we're going to re-raffle it. Okay, one more time.
Read the number again? Okay. 389-1501. Last four numbers, 1501. All righty, going again. New number.
Gosh darn it, I thought I was taking it home. Bring it on up. J.D. Howe?
I think we got to check this one.
Winner, winner. Thank you very much. All right, put it on your lap. All right, Lee. So our next gift is from Orr Safety. And it's fall protection, and it looks like everything that's on the sheet right here, you get. It's a $500 value, and Lee is going to read off the next number.
Alrighty, 389-1762. Last four, 1762. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. John Canino? Oh, Jeff. Oh, so I'd like to introduce the CEO or president of Penta Building Group, Jeff Arrett.
By the way, these guys didn't introduce themselves. Probably some of you don't know Lee Mason and Jeff Johnson out of San Manuel. So give them a round of applause, please, for having to go. Okay, this is, I can't tell you how heartwarming it is to see you all here. We started these events, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago, just when we realized we need to do something about safety and try and be a leader in the industry. And yeah, by the way, I'm actually just CEO now, not CEO president. I'll introduce our president in a moment. But so, you know, one thing, here's the deal about being a CEO, I've learned, is that you get to eliminate about 90% of your meetings, and you really are you just focus on long-term strategy for the company. So, but you know what? These meetings, these safety kickoff meetings, these are in the top 10%, if not the top 1% of the meetings I attend. Frankly, I was glad to get rid of the other 90%, but these are so important. And you know what? Also, doing long-term strategy, it makes it pretty simple, because safety as a priority is always going to be the #1 priority in any long-term strategy we have. So we like to take advantage of these events, get everyone's head wrapped around this to make it a safe year, make sure all of you who influence, I mean, you're all leaders, you all manage men and women, and so if you think about the influence you all have, not just on the job site, but at home, it's a good time early in the year to let's get our heads in the right place and do this well. So don't want to take any more time, just want to keep it at that CEO level, and what I'd like to do now, introduce our president, John Canito.
I wouldn't clap too much. You haven't heard me talk yet. We'll try to keep things moving here, because we do know this is probably the most important meeting we have all year. Absolutely. This is it sets the tone for how we want to approach safety for the rest of the year. And I always catch myself, I got to start right from the beginning and say, when I say we, I don't mean Penta Building Group. When I say we, I mean like the collective we. This is the we. All of the subcontractors that work on our projects, all of the clients that we work with, all the consultants, everybody that's involved in a Penta project. So when you hear me say we going on forward, I'm talking about all of us. So this is our most important meeting because it sets the tone for how we're going to approach the most important thing we do, which is safety. So a lot of people say that. A lot of people say safety is number one. A lot of people say safety is the most important thing we do. But I think when we say it, it's a good thing because we don't look at it as being a competition. We want everybody to be focused at safety. But when we say it, we want to prove it. And we want to really make sure that our actions are sort of playing out the things that we're saying. So when we say safety is number one, it means we want to hold ourselves accountable to that. So Rod tries to make things easy on me and when he coaches me through what we're going to talk about. So he gives me alliterations to keep up with. He gave me 4 Ps today. I get to talk about the positives, the purpose, the process, and the partners. And that's what I decided to start with, is I think we'll start with the partners. Penta is a general contractor that self-performs some work. And actually, I want to also thank Jeff, because Jeff, I think this is the first time that you've invited many of the people that are working in the field to come into this meeting, and I think it's extremely important that everybody hears it. When you hear Jeff and Danny and Dave and Aaron and a lot of the superintendents in the field talking about safety, I want you to know that it's coming from the very top. It comes from Jeff, it comes from me, it comes from our executive management team, which I'm going to pause for a second and add 2 more people to thank. We've got Chris Brooks and, Paul Duttmer around here. Paul's our director of LA, and Chris is a pre-con executive. They are recent additions to our executive management committee, too. So the reason I stop and say that is because you will never see any other meeting where you have, I think, 7 of our executive managers in the same room at the same time, except for this meeting. The reality of it is we're all here to support all of you in the field that are working and actually getting what we do done. So what does Penta do? Penta actually is a general contractor who self-performs some work. The reason that's important is we aren't safe if our partners aren't safe, because the majority of the work that gets done in the field is done by subcontractors, and that's why you see all of these booths. That's why in a minute you're going to hear Joel Wallace, our Senior VP of Operations, is going to sit down and talk to some subcontractors about why they think safety is important. Because us talking about it doesn't actually make safety happen. What happens when safety's good, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little nervous. I didn't expect so many people here. Safety actually is effective when we have the buy-in from everybody that's involved, not just when somebody's preaching it or claiming that it's important. So we have San Manuel here. They preach it from the very beginning. That comes down through us. We engage with all of our partners, and we insist that it be perfect on the job site. The other part of the partner conversation is about the public. Construction's a dangerous job. We know that. When you come to work, you're expecting risk. That's what you're going to see when you come to work, but you're prepared for it. You've been trained for it. You have partners looking out for you. You've got people preaching safety at you. You're there prepared to work, and you're prepared for the risk. The second most important thing, and probably the first most important thing we do, is protect the public from the risk, especially on a project like San Manuel and a lot of the work we do at Agua Caliente and a number of the projects we do that are hospitality-based. They're engaging with the public, so we always call it build your bubble. Our main goal is to build a bubble around our project site so that nobody that isn't working is impacted by construction. I hate to say it, but contractors are a necessary evil. Nobody wants construction. Everybody wants the results of construction, but nobody wants construction. You're there to serve a purpose. We're there to serve a purpose, but we're not there to interfere. And you've got clients, especially in the hospitality work that we do, who are coming there to have a good time. They're not coming there to be in danger. So when I talk about partners, I talk about all of us, but I also talk about the fact that it's one of our responsibilities to protect the publics near where we work. That's probably our primary responsibility. And there's an altruistic reason for it. It's the right thing to do. We want everybody that comes to work to leave in the same condition that they came to work that morning. But there's other benefits to doing it too, and one is a business benefit. In a hospitality world, you're not going to last a long time if you're hurting the clients. So it's extremely important to pay attention to the public because no incident's acceptable. This isn't a lecture, I'm not trying to say it that way. I'm just trying to set the groundwork for why this is the most important meeting of the year for us. So to talk about a couple of the positives, those positives turn into challenges as well. It's a thriving economy, everybody's busy. But that means we have to be even more diligent about safety because we're dealing with maybe less experienced workforce because we're getting more people that haven't been working for the last few years. Everybody's busy, everybody wants to work faster, people are spread thin, people are trying to do more with less. And when that happens, there's the temptation to make shortcuts. And I'm here to tell you that on any of our jobs, you should never be encouraged to take a shortcut when it comes to safety. When it comes to safety, take the time to make sure to do the job absolutely correctly. And then finally, the process is one of the things that we talk about all the time is how we do this. Joel's going to interview a number of partners that we work with, ask them some questions about why safety is important to them and how they do certain things to be successful. And then we'll move on from there. And the raffles, it's kind of funny. This is our second meeting. We do one in Arizona, we do two in California, and we do one in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we just recently interjected the raffles because we wanted to kind of break up the seriousness of the message with at least the positive of, getting a prize. So I'm going to do a quick raffle here. Hopefully it's not a distraction, and that's what we want to make sure is that everybody hears loud and clear the message we're trying to say. Rod always comes up with rhymes. He thinks it makes it easier for people to remember. Revving the Machine in 2019 is the theme for 2019. And what that means is we've all been kind of steadily growing into a busy economy. It's here. Now we're revving the machine and making sure we're ready to go. Rod will go into more detail after Joel's talked to a couple people about what that means, and then we'll wrap it up and everybody can go. But please enjoy the rest of the presentation, and I'm going to raffle off a prize. What do I get to raffle, Rod? I'm going to do the Yeti cooler. 5391527. Actually, that wasn't thoughtful. I'm not going to have anything to hold the bowl with anymore. 1527. All right. Hey, can we borrow your cooler for a minute? Perfect, it's yours. Thanks. All right, here's Joe Wallace.
Thanks, John. A little while. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. As John clearly stated, the safety on the project is, not even close to solely on Penta's shoulders. It's all of our trade partners and everyone out here does the lion's share of the work to be safe. But we do learn a lot from our partners, and there's some really creative and innovative ways our partners implement safety. So we want to interview a couple of our partners and see what they're seeing in the industry and what they're doing to implement safety. So the first gentleman I'd like to call up is Greg Wilson with Gaioka. Round of applause for Greg. Hello? No.
That'll work for me.
Hello? Oh, there we go. It's on. So appreciate you being the first victim.
No problem.
So
It'll get better from here.
Yeah, first question. This one's a little intricate, so it might take a second, but okay, Greg. What are your thoughts on OSHA's 2017 final beryllium rule, 82 FR 2470, where they found individuals sensitized through either dermal or inhalation exposure pathways respond to beryllium through the formation of a protein complex?
I haven't really come to the conclusion on how I feel about that rule yet. I'm really doing a lot of work on that.
I read that one like 5 times before I got up here too, and still screwed it up. No, we're just kidding. Rod wanted to put some OSHA facts in there, so. But I appreciate you sitting up here and answering. So the real question, what is your firm seeing as the #1 hazard on job sites right now? And what steps have you taken to mitigate those hazards?
You know, I think probably we're right in line with everybody else in the fact that the economy's really heating up and everybody's busy out there. We happen to have a couple employees and we're self-insured for workers' comp, so we take safety very seriously as far as keeping those claims in check. Not different than a lot of you probably have your own new hire orientations in your way of keeping track of folks out in the field. We do the same. We have a yellow hard hat program. Nothing real new there. We've had that around for several years. But back in 16, we put a little bit of a wrinkle on it that's helped us cut our risks, and our results have improved by dramatically on putting in a 30, 60, 90-day touch of every new employee in our company. So all of our safety reps get a list. They have to meet up with all new hires at a 30-day, 60-day, and 90-day intervals. And that one-on-one time with that employee we found has really sent a good message to them that safety really matters for our company.
That's a great idea. And then the yellow hard hat, was that for apprentices? Is that what they...
That's for everybody we hire.
Oh, okay.
So even if somebody's a journeyman carpenter, we would still go around and make sure that that person understood what our safety culture was at 30, 60, and 90-day intervals.
Oh, so it's for that.
It's
Okay.
a total new hire. What also it helps us to do is actually give that person a chance to voice their opinion on how things are going, what's working, what's not working, are they being heard, how they meeting up with the rest of the group. You know, when a safety guy goes over and talks to somebody, no one really gets that concerned at the job site. You know, they're just talking to a guy. Foreman goes over and talks to a guy. He may not talk to the foreman the same way he might share things with the safety guy. So we actually get a lot of really good feedback from our new employees when they're talking to the our safety personnel out in the field. So.
No, that's a great program. I appreciate it. And Guy Yoakum's doing a fantastic job for us at Agua Caliente and a great partner. So I appreciate it.
You got it. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, next up, I'd like to introduce Francisco Figueroa from GD Heil. Francisco, how you doing?
Hello, I'm doing good.
Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Your next question, or the next question's, I think, a lot simpler for me to read. I appreciate you coming up here and sharing some safety practices with us. So, question we have for you is, what challenges have you faced recently that have given you the most trouble? Do you have any examples of how you've engineered out hazards to keep your employees safe?
Yeah, well, for us in the demolition industry, a big challenge has been the new silica reforms, you know. Most of our work is breaking concrete, so that's a big item that we have been having to address. So the way that we have addressed this situation is by getting engineered the electric concrete breakers with electric water sprayers. So we've been purchasing the new equipment that has a negative air machine system on it. So that's pretty much what we have been focused on most recently, that challenge of, because, you know, breaking concrete is you're gonna create dust, right? So we're buying the equipment necessary to protect our workers, plus we are going through a safety program to train our workers that we use the equipment properly, and also to protect our workers, we get them the appropriate respirators. You know, we make sure they know how to use it, and so far that's a work in progress. So most of our guys understand how important it is to keep in our industry the dust under control and keep everybody safe and healthy. You know.
Yeah, is that equipment, the new equipment you're buying to meet these standards, affecting productivity at all, or is it neutral, or does it improve it?
At first, it takes time to adapt. You could say that it does affect productivity, but safety is more important than productivity. So we're taking the steps necessary to make sure everybody is being safe.
No, great job. I appreciate it, and thanks for all the work you guys have done out there. It's been incredible and a very fast-paced job. Your firm's been incredible, so thank you.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you, the Penta team, on behalf of the GD Ohio. We look forward for another good year. Thank you.
No, thank you. Round of applause for Francisco. Thank you, man. Okay, next up, Rebecca Campbell with Pan Pacific. Round of applause. So Rebecca's the director of risk management, right?
Yes.
So I should have gave you the first question.
Oh, I'll take them all. What do you need?
Okay, thanks for coming up. Question. I can't see the screen. Okay. Have you used technology to improve safety? What are some of the challenges you faced, and what benefits have you seen from this implementation?
Yeah, we did a really cool thing that I'm really, really proud of and took a lot of time and effort and energy, but we created a JHA generator. And it took a lot of time. We went to all of our foremen and asked them to give us their JHAs that they had written in the past. And then the safety department went through it line by line, comma by comma, and rewrote it to be exactly what we wanted it to say. We struggled really, one of the big problems we were worried about is we wanted to make sure that our guys weren't going to pencil whip it, right? They just go into like a computer and they just say, we're going to do overhead, pipe today, and they just hit a button and it pumps out. And we really wanted to make sure they didn't have that opportunity, that they still had to go through the process. And so we thought about a lot of things, and we made it so that there's a lot of different categories, and they still have to go through it and say, okay, well, we're going to start today with, stretch and flex, and we're going to then do these, things in our job, and then we're going to end it with, material handling or with, job cleanup or something. So we still want them to really take the time to go through it and think about everything as they're creating their JHA. But, there's only 5 or 6 things that we do every day, right? All of you guys have your own things. You do the same stuff over and over. And so this was a way to reduce our GF's work from about 40 minutes for a JHA down to about 10 minutes. And still pump it out in a really professional way. Our general contractors tend to really like what they look like. They look very professional. They're written very well. And they really go through all the steps. So the safety department knows that the guys out in the field are getting all the information they need for every step they need for their jobs they're doing. So that's been a big efficiency benefit for us. And then again, it really gives comfort to the safety department knowing that our guys are hearing all the right steps. So that's what we've done.
That's a fantastic, program, it sounds like. So we'll definitely probably be asking you about it. That's cool.
It's really cool. It's going for sale pretty soon if we're lucky.
Well, we'll test drive it before we put it on the market. No, that's fantastic. No, I appreciate the time and being a great partner. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks to all of you. Thanks to Penta.
Thank you. Okay, real quick, I'll do one raffle, $500 gift card to Dick's Sporting Good. Okay. 539-1517. 539-1517. Pick another one? Okay. 539-1517. 9. Okay. Going once? Going twice? Gone. 539-1567. No, that was, I just looked. It was 1517. Okay. Okay. I'll look, see if I'll get a yellow one. No, sorry. 539-1478. 1478. Yep. Thank you. Check it. There you go. Okay. Okay. Where's Rod at? Just give me a thumbs up because I can't see the screen. No change it. Okay. Okay. So they're coming. I'm gonna save it to the end. But also, along with just sharing information, and again, regardless of what trade we are, we just want to share those experiences to be safer. But we also want to reward and commend companies and individuals that do a fantastic job on safety. So we have some awards we'd like to do, and the first one we're going to start off with is the Safety Innovator winner this year, and these are for individuals or groups that come up with something that engineers out a hazard or reduces man hours or something that directly correlates to safety. So this year's winner is Pan Pacific for Safety Innovator of the Year. Hey, Rod, am I good there? So Pan Pacific customized, come on up, customized coasters for their ductwork, so they're mobile around the job site, and everyone knows and seen jobs that just have material littered everywhere and the safety hazard it presents. So congratulations on that. Really, truly appreciate it. And I think that's the right one. Yeah. No, great job. Now, the next award is Individual Safety Leader Award, someone that all of our teams truly spent a lot of time discussing who was out there promoting safety. And so here we are, nominees. Flavio, Joel, John, and Rodney. Let's give all of them a round of applause just by being nominated. Just by being nominated, you have a lot of peers and individuals that think very highly of what you've done over the course of the years, so greatly appreciated. And there can only be one winner, though. Flavio. Now, anyone that's been out at Salmon Well and has seen Flavio and what GD Heil's done probably one of the busiest casinos I think any of us have ever seen, and they've had an immaculate safety record. Just a round of applause for Flavio. He's done an incredible job on safety. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Speech. Okay. Final award, Subcontractor of the Year. There was a lot of incredible candidates this year, and I'll go and pull them up. Some people have done some incredible work and represented themselves very well in their firm and safety and taking it very serious and proactive. So let's give a round of applause for Guy Yoakum, DV, Berg, Raymond, and GD Heil. Okay, and the winner is Raymond. congratulations. Raymond has, done a lot of things recently, but the south entrance, and I appreciate it, Kim, you guys have done a fantastic job. The south entrance project to San Manuel, the pace they ran and the number of men and women they had out there working, especially with the long hours and the safety record that they showed through that was incredible. So round of applause, well-deserved, and a great partner. Thank you.
This is for the team.
Thanks, Kim. Okay, I think up next we're going to have Rod Weber, our Director of Safety. So round of applause for him. He did want to say, apologizes for the lunches. Come see him for an In-N-Out burger coupon when you're done. So, no, thank you to everyone, and here's Rod Weber.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate your guys' patience in getting this thing we had a lot more people show up than we anticipated, so I apologize, as Joel said, for the lunch situation. They actually ran out of food. So I don't know, they're probably down at Albertsons right now trying to buy some more for their dinners tonight, I guess, at the hotel. But I think there's some cookies out there. If you guys didn't get lunch, she just put some cookies out there. For those of you who didn't eat, you can get sugared up at least so you can stay awake through this. So again, I want to just recognize all of our winners again. You guys did a fantastic job. Subcontractor of the year, Raymond just knocked it out of the park this year. It's just hard to beat. All you guys do such a great job of planning and training and really just executing work safely. And Raymond just has really embraced a whole selling safety culture, and they just really have done a fantastic job. So again, congratulations to Raymond. Flavio, good job. We've heard so many good things about you. And these awards are taken very seriously. They go through our safety department. They go through our executive management committee. And everyone really looks at these, and these are weighed very heavily on who the winners are going to be. And then Innovator of the Year, Pan Pacific, great job coming up with some innovative stuff to keep your guys safe. So again, we appreciate all that. So a big round of applause again for all of our winners and the nominees. So what do you say we start off with another raffle? Let's do that. I'm going to pull this yellow card right here. I don't know. All right, it's a wrinkled one. So who wrinkled their card? That might be a hint for somebody. Somebody tried to get clever, all right? So let's see, it's 948. Are we on track here? 28. Are we tracking? Does someone have these numbers so far? 289. Who's our winner? Who's our winner? We're giving away this jersey right here for the Kings. Hey, all right. Where's your card at? We gotta verify it so that they don't accuse me of giving it away here. The non-wrinkled one, all right. 28, and there it is, man. Congratulations. We're going to see him tonight or tomorrow at the Kings game, I'm sure, wearing that proudly. All right, so what do you think? One more raffle here before we get started. Let's give away, KHS&S donated a $50 gift card and a nice swag box here, or bag here. And this is for like a variety of restaurants, Olive Garden, Yard House, Longhorn, variety of them. So for a $50 gift card and a swag item, I'm blindly looking. I'm not looking here. Just we're going to pull one out. I'm trying to find one. And wait, there's two on there. Hold on. I'm going to grab another one because that one had double. All right, 689-1586. 689-1586. Wow, same table. All right, you guys are the lucky table. All right, congratulations. Thank you. Enjoy. I'll meet you at 5 for dinner. All right. So, anyway, we'll raffle off some other cool stuff here. I know John will probably kill me if I raffle off the big prize here. He wants to raffle off the TV. So, but anyways, yeah, we appreciate you guys coming. So, listen, race day's here. This year our theme is racing. Every year we try and do a different theme. And we do have kind of a cool little rhyme every year. It just keeps it snappy and catchy. So, Revving the Machine in 2019. What are we talking about? Well, race day is here, you guys, just as they've been talking about. The construction industry went through a very low period a few years ago, right? I know a lot of people found other jobs. They got out of the trade, and they went into, go work at Wendy's, or they were parking cars somewhere, or they were doing something else to make ends meet and to pay the bills. But listen, race day is here, man. The race is on right now. Revenue is up, and people are really starting to have a lot more work on the books, and us included. So we wanted to start this year off right and just encourage everybody to focus on safety. Listen, with this big push, all the new people coming in the trades, all the new work coming up, we want to make sure everybody is focused on safety. Like our executives talked about, this is the most important thing. This is the most important thing that we do, is safety. And this is the biggest meeting of the year. This is the most important meeting. As John said, you'll never see all of our executives in one room for a meeting except for safety. And it's because it's that important. And the reason we invited all of our great vendors here today is because they all have great things to contribute. So again, I appreciate all you guys coming and sticking with us here and just participating in this. So I want to just quickly go through 5 points with you. The first point is ignite. It's time to ignite, you guys. It's time to fire up the engines and to heat up the tires. What does that do? Well, here's the deal. A lot of times when we hit slow work, what happens? People start parking that race car in the garage, right? Because the races just weren't coming. And we went through several years where there just wasn't any races to be driving in. And so a lot of people park the cars. But listen, it's time to take the car out of the garage, and it's time to take that overhauled engine. Hopefully you guys overhauled the engine, and you guys lost some of the bad parts during the recession, and you got some new good parts, and your car is ready to go. But it's time to rev the machine now and ignite your engines and heat your tires up. Because what does that do? It keeps your car on the track, right? I just watched some drag racing this weekend, and listen, a lot of those cars, those funny cars, man, they start getting sideways and squirrely, and they start wrecking into the walls. Or they don't win the race because they can't stick to the track. So it's time to rev our machines right now. It's time to light and heat up our engines and light those tires up so we can be on that track, sticking to that track, and we can press through to the end and finish strong. So that's what we're here to do today, you guys. The first thing we have to do is ignite. So we're trying to ignite your guys' engines right now. We want you guys to be fully ignited and on fire for safety. We want you guys to, the first thing when you get on the job, we want you to plan that workout. We want you guys to feel so empowered to do the work correctly that you stand there. Listen, I have a son in the trade right now. I went to his job the other day. He's an apprentice carpenter, and he works for Penta. I went to one of our jobs the other day, and as I walked up, I saw guys working, and there was a couple things they weren't doing right, so I said, hey, time out. Can I see your guys' pre-task plan for the day? And they hadn't done one yet. That crew, they were working kind of an off shift, and they hadn't done their pre-task. They hadn't written it out, so I stopped them, and we got everyone huddled together. And you know what I told the crew? I told my son included. He's an apprentice. I told all of them, if your foreman doesn't sit there and fill out your pre-task, you know what you do? You stand there. You're not going to work until that's filled out. It's everybody's responsibility to make sure that we are being safe and that it's being done safe and that we plan the workout and that we follow the plan and that the plan is discussed with everybody in the group. So I'd sit down with this table and I'd say, okay, here's what we're doing today, guys. We're going to do this, this, and this. And here's how we're going to do it. And here's the time that we're going to do it. And here's the material we're going to use. Is everybody good with that plan? Does everyone have any objection to that? Does anyone have any ideas on how we could do it safer or better? And that's what we need to do. That's what we need. We need to be ignited. We need to be on fire for safety. And so that's the first thing. We need to be ignited today. The second point that I want you guys to understand is we need to increase. We have been coming out of a very slow period. We came out of a recession where a lot of you, I'm sure you guys know of companies that went out of business during the recession. And it got hit hard. This West Coast got hit hard during the recession. A lot of companies went to other states to find work, us included. But listen, it's time to increase. We're coming out of a slow corner, and we're hitting a fast straightaway. It's time to put the pedal to the metal, and it's time to go. And that means everybody on your team has to be ready. They have to be excited. They have to be encouraged to know that they can do the work, and they can do it safely. And at the end of the day, we're all going to make money, we're all going to be successful, and we're going to build another great project together. But we need to make sure that everybody is understanding that it's time to increase. That means it's time to increase work hours. That means it's time to increase productivity. But that means it's time to increase safety. First and foremost, it's time to increase safety. Okay? And so hopefully everybody here is bought in on that. The next point I want to make is that it's time to invest. Listen, it's time to make sure that we have enough of the right people, the right equipment, and we have to have the right training. Listen, your pit crew is so vital in a race, right? Guy pulls in the pits, and all of a sudden the pit crew goes out there, and what are they doing? They're changing all the tires. What? They take the tire off, and then look back and go, hey, we don't have any more tires? Hey, sorry, driver. Just park it. Would that work? Heck no. No race team is going to enter the race without having plenty of equipment, plenty of training, and having the right people on their pit crew, right? You have to have that to win the race. And it's just like all of us in this room, you are the right people. That's why you're here. And I know that a lot of your companies have been trying to invest in more people. And right now the market is thin. And there's people that right now are just wearing other hats. You know, they're stretched so thin that they're doing safety and they're doing ops and they're doing HR because they just can't find enough people right now. They're out there. You have to look. And don't steal them from each other. But listen, there's a need for good people out there. But this is the time. This is the time to invest in people, to invest in the right equipment. I like what Guy Yoakum said with Greg when you were up here talking, and he talked about having the right equipment. Or what Francisco said with having the right equipment and investing in the right equipment, because that's what's going to make the difference. That's what's going to keep your people safe. Yes, there's an investment involved, right? And you do have to spend some money, but listen, it's going to pay off in the long run. You're going to keep your people safe, and you're going to have less injuries. You're not going to have OSHA violations. You're going to get the work done better and quicker in the end anyways. So it's time to invest in the right people, in the right equipment, and the right training. There's a lot of people here. I know United has training that they offer. Liberty Mutual has training they offer. I know Berg has an excellent training program they just went through back there that Calvin was showing me. There's companies that have excellent training. If you don't have it, reach out to them. Find out if you can borrow what they have. There's different training opportunities available, but take advantage of it because it's so important that not only you have the right people with the right equipment, but they know what they're doing and they know how to do it safely. Does that make sense? I mean, we have to have these things in order to win the race. The other thing is we have to improve. We have to be able to modify and adapt, and we have to be able to change. It's great if you are a supercar, but if you're a supercar running on an off-road track, then you better change your tires, right? You better be able to modify and adapt. So if you're a Lamborghini or you're a Ferrari and you're running an off-road rally, good luck. You might have to put a four-wheel drive system on your car. But that's what I'm talking about. Right now, it is race day, folks. It's time to improve what you have. It's time to take a look at what you have, and if that means adding more people, if that means modifying how you do things so that you can do it safer, then look for those opportunities and take advantage of those opportunities to improve. And I'll say this. Lastly, it's this. We want to inspire. Success breeds success. Have you ever noticed that sometimes when certain teams figure out a way to win, that they just keep finding that path, right? How many of you guys, like when you get directions and you're going someplace for the first time and you get there and it seems like it just takes forever to get there because you don't really know the way, but then when you get back home, it seems like it's half the time. Has anyone ever had that experience before, or is it just me? I'm driving and I'm looking, and I'm like, which way am I going here? And it seems like it just takes forever to get there. But once you find that way, then it's easy to get back. You're just like, zoop. And then guess what? The next time you go there, it's even faster. And then each time gets a little faster and a little faster, right? Because then now you've got that bell curve, that lessons learned, and you just know the way to get there. And that's what happens, is that we need to inspire each other, and we need to inspire our workers because we've found the path to success. And you know what the path is? It's called safety. And that path will lead you to success. When you're doing it safely, you will be successful. And we've found that. We've proven that. That's why we spend so much time and money and invest the effort to put these things on, to inspire you guys, because you guys help inspire us. We learn from you, you learn from us. So success breeds success. The folks in this picture, do you see them all standing around? They're celebrating the success of somebody else. Sometimes it's the success of people that they work for or work with. Other times they just look up to those people and they're like, yes, we were rooting for you and you won. And listen, we can do the same thing for each other. We can say, yes, we were rooting for you and you won. And together we're all going to win in here. Because just like John said, this is a collective we. This is not we Penta. This is we, everybody in this room, collectively working together to be safe and to have a successful year. And that's what we need to do. We need to inspire each other. We need to inspire our workers. And we need to just elevate safety. And then we can have a successful year. And we can all make money. And we can all go home and be happy with our families and enjoy a good quality of life. Let's take advantage of this. We're in the race right now, you guys. Race day is here. So it's time to step up. And with that, we have some more items to raffle. And I'm going to bring John back up to close this out. And he's going to raffle off some more items. But thank you for coming so much, you guys. I appreciate you guys.
That's why I asked Rod to hold the TV for my part, because after that, generally nobody wants to listen to me. Very inspiring. And that's a great slide to end on, because inspire is what this is all about. I'm surprised you missed the Rams analogy in this crowd, but yeah, I mean, anybody watch football this last weekend? It inspired me. So I don't usually follow a script, but I want to make sure I don't miss any of the closing comments. So yeah, I really just wanted to, it's really more of just a thank you. I just wanted to thank everybody for being here. We try to, I think we say the same thing over and over again, and we do it in a lot of different ways because we're really just trying to drive the message home as much as we can. This is the first meeting of the year that we use to inspire and set the tone for the rest of the year. And everything that Rod talked about, from Ignite to Invest to Inspire, those are the things that we want all of you thinking about as you're working on Penta jobs or with Penta as a partner. So with that being said, thank you very much for coming, and I'm going to raffle off the TV. Is there anything else up here, Rod? Okay, I'm going to do these first and then the TV. Just as a quick test for us, because this is the first year we've done raffles, do you think the raffles make this a little bit more interesting and keep things moving, or should we get rid of them? All right, we'll keep doing the raffle then. Let's see. I'll stir it up. Okay. All right, for Elias's lunch, let's see what we can get. I'll go into the bottom. 2391132. Going once, twice, 1132. All right, I'm going to pick another one. 2401077. Nobody wants your lunch, Elias. 2401077. All right, let's try this one. 948331. We're going to try a different prize. All right, there we go. Oh, sorry, man. That's pretty good, though. All right, let's see what we got. A Google Home Hub from United Rentals. Thank you, Stacy. I know, everybody's got mixed feelings. Everybody's looking at the TV. 38911. I'm sorry. Start over. 3891880. 1880. How in the heck did you guys get so many? Okay, that one's gone. All right, new one. 3891430. All right, perfect. Perfect. Congratulations. Okay. From KHS&S, a $50 gift certificate and some swag. $3893544. 3544. Going once, twice. Wait. You got it? 3544. So close, sorry. All right, here we go. There you go. Congratulations. Perfect. All right, from Waxy, thank you, Barbara. Fire 7 with Alexa. Okay, 2393249. 3249. Actually, this person wrote their name on it. Zaniga? There you go. All right, next time, everybody write your names on it. It goes a lot faster. Perfect, congratulations. And a $50 gift certificate from Amazon, and then we'll get to the TV, right, Rod? Great. Let's see. All right. 5391350. Oh, no name on this one. 1350. Going once, twice, 1350. All right, I'm going to draw another one. Wait. So I just got to say that right from the start. This was from On-Site Health and Safety. Perfect. Congratulations, congratulations. All right, well, I actually do not want the responsibility of drawing this ticket, so I need somebody else to come up here and draw the ticket for me. You can do it? Come on. There you go. You want to read it?
Yeah. I need to check mine too, though. Give me the mic. 389 3484.
389 what?
3484.
3484. Right here. Hang on a second. Let me see that ticket. I got to verify this. That looks right. Congratulations. All right, so real quick before we go, thank you all very much again for coming. We appreciate everybody's support, and have a great day. Have a safe day.